Hi everybody and welcome back to the Going For It Sim Studio. If you are new to golf like I was over a year ago when I started my challenge here to attempt to learn golf only on my About Golf simulator and then try to break 80 for my very first ever round outside, you've probably quickly seen that there's this crazy world around training aids. There are a million different gadgets that can help you fix certain aspects of your golf game. And if you are like me in the sense that you love gadgets, you probably look at all of these and just think, man, if I had that one, or even that one, or even that one, and then you quickly realize you've spent thousands of dollars on things that you don't actually use. So today, I'm gonna help you through my experiences to navigate the world of training aids as a beginner, which ones you should look at, and kind of how to look at training aids the right way to not only save you money, but prevent you from taking your game the wrong direction. Let's get right into it. So I really think swinging training aids of any sort are incredibly fun. I love gadgets, and so I was drawn to this world, and I dove in quite deep until I got a little bit of guidance from some really good coaches that kind of walked me through exactly what training aids were for and which ones to kind of aim towards and what stuff kind of makes things a little worse. So, my number one piece of advice, and I've talked about this a lot, is make sure that you're working with a coach. Get some lessons, get somebody that you could commit to and work with for a long period of time. They're gonna have the way that they like to teach, and they're gonna have specific training aids that you can use that are gonna help you where you're at with your game today. You don't wanna try to fix something that is honestly being caused by something ahead of where you're trying to fix it, and really all you do is just make things worse, and you end up spending hundreds to thousands of dollars on all these little bits and pieces that you think are gonna make your game better, and honestly, you're just doing yourself a little harm. The number one best training aid you can possibly buy, it's a golf simulator, right? It gives you a perfect snapshot of exactly what's going on in your game, especially after you learn and understand how to utilize the data that it provides. But I completely understand that that's out of the wheelhouse for a lot of people, and that's okay. You could find an About Golf simulator like this one all over the country at a sim house that you can reserve some time and spend a little bit there throughout the winter so that you can get that use just as if you had it at your house. So don't forget to go to their website, aboutgolf.com, and use their sim finder to find one near you. Now, if you want to work on your game in between lessons and throughout the winter and summer while you're out at the course, there are a few swinging aids that I have found through my experience learning golf as a beginner that I think are must-haves, and I'm going to kind of help you through those. And they don't cost a lot of money. That's kind of the best part. So one that has helped me a lot because I had a hard time with tempo is a swinging aid like this one. This is a tempo rope. There are all kinds of them out there. All it's doing is teaching you how to get a good timing with your swing and how not to pull on the handle so that you're able to create lag, which is gonna allow you to strike the ball a lot better. So I'm not gonna walk you through all of these and exactly how to use them and what the benefits are all the way down to a T because, hey, look, I'm not a golf instructor. I'm just trying to say, hey, as a beginner, these are the ones that you should absolutely have in your bag. When you're using this guy, it's pretty simple. You get it moving, you come around, let it hit your ribs, and you work on your swing. If you did something too quick, it's not gonna work. And that's the goal, that's all it is. It seems really basic, but boy, is this one important. And you can work on this one in the house at any time of the day. Another really important one that I see a lot, and the pros talk a lot about on Instagram, is the importance of an alignment stick. Now, you do not need to go to a golf-specific shop or brand and spend an absurd amount of money on a stick. Because look, especially as a beginner, you're gonna hit these and they're going to break. These here are snow stakes from Home Depot that only cost a few dollars each. If I break one of these, I don't care. I can just go get a new one. Be careful, they're fiberglass and they're sharp when you do break them. You could take these to the range. You could create this setup in the grass if you know how to set the angles correctly. These also fit really well in your bag and you could take them everywhere so you will always know exactly how to aim. Do a quick YouTube search and look at how to use them so that you can set them up in various ways so you can work on whatever you're trying to fix in that particular moment in time. Okay, another training aid that is my one of my favorites, apart from the wonderful simulator we have here, is this tour aim. I think every golfer, regardless of how good you are, should have one of these in the bags. Now, I have seen coaches on YouTube set these things up in the grass, but they know exactly how to do it. And as a beginner, I have no idea, and then I question if I'm doing it right. So what this is gonna do is fix the number one fault that every single beginner has, and that is coming over the top. What that means is that you are taking your back swing and you're turning over the top of the ball. So you have a swing path if you're in a simulator that's gonna show out to in. Now, that's okay if you're trying to hit a fade and you know what you're doing. And if you're just trying to hit a straight golf shot, what that ends up being is the slice. So you see the hundreds of thousands of videos that say, this is how you fix your slice. If you have an in to out path, you're gonna have a really hard time slicing the ball. So as a beginner, that is what this here is gonna fix. And it's rather simple. Can be a little aggressive as you start to learn, so I definitely recommend taking your time and going slow. You don't even have to hit a ball. The tour aim has the ability with little slots in here that's gonna change the angle of this stick based on what club you are hitting. I have it here for an 8-iron. Not only is it gonna teach you how to swing on plane, if you have the ball up a little bit more ahead and you set up like you're gonna follow the alignment stick for your direction, you're gonna simply just practice that right there. That's all you're doing, just practicing your back turn and keeping that on plane. That's what you've got on that side. Now to fix the over the top, you just slide the ball back a little bit and you're gonna swing under this guy. Because if you have your over the top swing, you're gonna come into it and you're gonna hit that. And boy, it's scary, but it teaches you really quick. So that before you know it, you're able to come in side and you learn that in to out swing. It's all that muscle memory. That's the point of a training aid, right? And a lot of golf stuff, when you're trying to learn something new, you're simply trying to exaggerate a feeling so that you can get it right when you're actually gonna go ahead and swing that club. Now, the tour aim provides a lot of different options. You can use it as a putting aid. You can use it as a directional aid. Check out their website. You can learn about what that does. And there's also quite a few units that are very similar to this now that are coming out onto the market. So this is not the only option. Find one that suits your fancy. Which one catches your eye that you think you're gonna use? Buy it, learn how to use it correctly, and you're gonna be well on your way. So the very last training aid that's gonna help make your game where you want it to go is just anything that's gonna allow you to learn straight putts. You can build yourself a short putting green, draw a line down the middle. I've got a hole here. I frequently put a string down, nice straight string, and I practice straight putts. Every putt is straight if you know how to aim it. Get a putting mat that has a line and a cup. There's many of them. I know that there are golf companies that make them. I've also seen them on Amazon that are some sort of like cheap copy. But you know what? If that works for you, buy it and just get some practice in. It's that simple. You utilize just the basic stuff. Don't worry about the high-tech training aids that are supposed to fix this and fix that. You're probably not there yet, and that's okay. When you learn and you get to an ability where you know what training aids you need, you can go ahead and utilize that technology. But for now, save your money and spend it on your coach or save up for one of these nice simulators. You're gonna be much, much happier. Please like, follow, and subscribe. I'm gonna continue explaining my learnings as a beginner so that you, as a new and beginning golfer, can understand things a little bit quicker so that you can get out on course and have a great time much faster. Until next time, get some practice in.